a Mommy and Me yoga class that you can do on your own or with mom or dad or brother or sister or anyone that you're home with today. As you can see, we took it out of the studio and we're outside enjoying the fresh air, the blue skies, and all the green around us, all the beautiful trees and flowers and bushes. Because guess what? Today is Earth Day. Does anyone know what Earth Day is? Earth Day is a special day to honor the earth. Now we care about the earth every day, right? But today is a special day that we can show how much we care. By doing good things for the earth, caring for the earth, looking out for the earth, and talking about all the things that we love about the earth. So thank you for joining me for today's class. All you'll need is your yoga mat or maybe a towel. If you're inside, you can even just use the carpet, just a soft space. If you can have something like, you can use an imaginary line or you can use your yoga strap or maybe a tie or jump rope, anything that's straight. We're going to use that as part of our class. Also, if you have cotton balls or little pom-poms and something to put them in, that would be great. We're going to do a game in our class. So if you have that, go ahead and pause the video and then go grab those and then come back and join me. So we'd like to start our class. Let's start now. Who's ready? We like to start our class with our breathing. Now being outdoors, we can take some great big breaths in, taking in all the beautiful clean air. As you can see, the sky is blue today and the air is very clean and clear. So let's take a deep breath in, fill our bellies till they get big like this spear, and then blow it out just like the wind through the trees. Let's try that one more time. Deep breath in and out. Very nice. Now one of our breaths that we like to practice is taking in the smell of a flower. So today I have my flowers with me, my favorite tulips. Now if you have flowers nearby, you can use those, or you can use your imagination, or you could even come into flower pose. Now flower pose is you sit on your bottom and you bring your arms through your legs, lift your legs, so your hands come through like this. So you balance on your bottom. So you can do that, hold your pose, and imagine you're taking a smell, a breath in of your flowers. So go ahead, smell your flowers, deep breath in, and then out. Ooh, don't they smell amazing? That's one of the beautiful things that Earth does for us. It gives us flowers to enjoy. So just being outside makes us feel better. Getting the sun on our skin, the fresh air in our lungs, but also you can take your meditation outside. So remember, if you're not outside, that's okay. You can imagine you're there. That's part of meditation too. In this class, we like to use the mantra, peace begins with me. So go ahead and lift up your hands. For every word, you're going to touch your thumb with each finger. The earth helps us to feel very peaceful. So let's think of the earth in our mind as we say the words, peace begins with me. All right, let's try it. Peace begins with me. Very nice. Now let's whisper it. Peace begins with me. And one more time in your mind with me. Very nice. I know I feel calmer already. All right, guys. So what are some things that we can do to help the earth? Well, today this class is going to be a class where we're going to talk about how we can be yoga warriors and yoga superheroes to protect the earth. So it'll be a fun class. Some of the ways that we can help the earth are 3 R's. Can anybody guess what they are? Yeah, that's right. Reuse, recycle, and reduce. So reduce, reuse, and recycle. So one of the ways that we can reuse is, instead of using plastic water bottles, which you throw away and they just become a mountain of water bottles, well, you can recycle those, so that helps. But also you can use a reusable water bottle, just like the one from my studio that says Love at First Flight. This is reusable, so I can use this in every class, and it keeps the earth, it protects the earth because it doesn't leave its imprint as much, because I reuse it. You can also reuse bags. So this is a canvas bag that I carried all my yoga things in today. So that's another thing you can do. What's another thing you can do? Well, reduce is one of them, right? So if you stand up, reach your arms to the sky in star pose. What can you do when you leave a room? Yes, you can turn off the lights when you're not using the lights. So from star pose, we'll go to mountain pose. Just like we're shutting off the light switch. Yes. Another thing you can do is, well, instead of driving a car, you can do things like, and this is where you can get out your yoga strap. You can practice your balance while we talk about walking instead of driving. Can you walk in a straight line? An imaginary straight line, or on your yoga strap? Also practicing your balance, you can reach your arms out. Nice. What's another thing you can do instead of driving your car? Well, you can ride your bike, right? A lot of you have been riding your bikes lately, and it's so much fun, and it's so much better for the earth than your car, right? So get in your bicycle, come down to your back. All right, step on the pedals and start pedaling. Awesome. Or instead of a motorboat, you could use a paddle boat, right? Get into your boat pose, lift your legs. You could extend them or keep your knees bent or your feet on the floor. Get your paddle and start paddling. So you're using your energy to make this boat go, right? And if you do drive with someone, you could do something to reduce the amount of cars on the road. You can carpool. So if you have a brother or sister in the house with you, you guys can get in the car together. One of you can sit like this, and then the next one of you can sit in front of you, right here, with their legs open like this as well. And then the person in the front is the driver, right? So let's make a right turn. Let's make a left turn. How about we pretend like we're on a roller coaster? I know this isn't driving, but let's see. Whoa! Ah! Whee! Do you put your hands up on a roller coaster? Yeah! Nice job, guys. So to remind us to reduce, reuse, and recycle, we're going to practice saying those words with 3 different poses. The first pose is downward dog. Do you remember? Come to all fours. Press your hips up and back. That's downward dog. So reduce. Then you'll shift forward into plank. Your shoulders are over your hands. That's reuse. Then come on the top of your feet. Lower your hips and look up at the sky. That's recycle. So let's try it all together to help us remember. Reduce, recycle, reduce, reuse, recycle, reduce, downward dog, arf, reuse, plank, recycle, upward dog, arf. Good job. Now, to be yoga warriors, first let's practice our warrior pose. Warrior one, step forward with one foot, your back foot. So you're on train track alignment, which means one foot is on this side and the other foot is on this side. So you're not in a straight line, your feet are apart. So step forward with one foot, back with the other. Press your heel to the floor. Your toes are going to point out at an angle. Bend your forward knee. Reach your arms to the sky. This is warrior one pose. I'll show you from this view. So when you're in your warrior pose, let's say to ourselves, I am smart. I am smart. Now let's do warrior two. You'll step back with this foot so that you're on a balance beam alignment now, which means you're in one straight line with both feet. Reach your arms as long as possible. Your front knee is bent. Your back toes are pointed in. This is what it looks like from the side. Reach your arms as long as possible. Warrior two. I am strong. Can you say that? I am strong. Now warrior three. Both feet are pointing forward, or both toes are pointing forward. You're going to reach your arms as long as possible and lift your back leg. Look through your legs at your toes to make sure, oops, you might fall out of it, but that's okay, come back in it. Make sure your toes are pointing towards the ground. Reach your arms as long as possible. Say, I am a superhero. I am strong. I can do anything. This is what it looks like from the side. Awesome. Now remember, in yoga, what you do on one side, you also do on the other. So warrior one, left side. I am smart. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, bend a little deeper. Warrior two, step back, straight line. I am strong. Warrior three. Lift that back leg, toes pointed towards the ground. Arms reach out. One arm can go back, one forward. I can do anything. Nice. Very nice. So now that you are a yoga warrior, let's go on an adventure to see how we can help the earth and be superheroes. So go ahead and come to your belly. So I'm going to face this way. Come all the way down. Reach your arms out in front of you. Lift your arms, lift your legs. We're flying, we're superheroes. You can reach one arm back. Da, 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 da. Both arms forward. Look down at the ground, lift. Other arm back. And release. We're there. Now what can you see to help the earth? Well, how about helping pick up trash? That's one way to help the earth. And that's where this comes in. Our cotton balls, or our pom-poms if you have them. So you're going to take your cotton balls or your pom-poms, and then your basket. You're going to empty your pom-poms on the floor. It's a little windy, so they're blowing away, but I got it. The little ones are blowing away, but this is how it's going to work. Make sure that the trash doesn't blow away if you're outside. So this is going to be a game. We're going to pick up trash, but instead of our hands, we're going to use our toes, our feet. So if you can see me, you're going to pick it up with your toes and drop it in the basket or whatever you're using. I'm going to get some music going. Now this isn't a competition, it's about helping the earth.
Throw your pom-poms on the floor. This one will leave you wanting more. Yoga for your toes is good for you, whether you're 3 or 92. Toga, toga, it's yoga for your toes. Toga, toga, this is how it goes.
Ready? Let's do this. Mark, set, go.
Use your toes, grab the pom-poms, put them in a pile. Use your toes, grab the pom-poms, do it for a while.
Not as easy as it looks, kind of. I got some. How about you?
Use your left foot, then your right. Squeeze your toes with all your might. Use your left foot, then your right. Squeeze with all your might.
Mother, you are strong. You're a yoga warrior.
Pom-poms, pom-poms,
You got this.
pom-poms, pom-poms, pom-poms,
Next step is a great way to help the earth.
pom-poms, get the pom-poms.
I got it. The big ones are easier.
Get them. Use your toes, grab the pom-poms, put them in a pile. Use your toes, grab the pom-poms, do it for a while.
You still got time.
Use your left foot, then your right. Squeeze your toes with all your might. Use your left foot, then your right. Squeeze them with all your
You do
might.
the other side.
Pom-poms, pom-poms, get the pom-poms. Use your toes and get the pom-poms. Pom-poms, pom-poms. Pom-poms, 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 get the pom-poms. Get the pom-poms. Use your toes, grab the pom-poms, put them in a pile. Use your toes, grab the pom-poms, do it for a while.
Try balancing on one foot.
Toga, toga, we're almost done. Toga, toga is such
Other side. And the last one. Yay! Did you guys get them all? Good job. Look at all the trash we picked up. All the good deeds we did for the earth. Another thing we can do for the earth is plant flowers and trees. Do you know that trees make air for us to breathe? It helps us to calm, to bring our energy down when we need to, and relax when we need to. So let's do some poses to remind us about the earth. Because we are one with the earth, and it's our job to take care of it. All right. Bring your arms up like you're holding the earth. See the earth? And then the stars above and the sun. We are the sun. We are the stars. We see beauty everywhere with our yoga glasses on. Grab your yoga glasses. What is some beauty you see in the earth? So I mentioned star. This is star pose. And mountain. Feet together, arms down. And we mentioned trees, right? And there's a pose for that. Take your foot, place it on the side of your leg, just below your knee or above your knee, but not on your knee. All right? And then your branches can come out, or they can reach up towards the sky. What are some things? Oh, and another type of tree is a cactus, another type of plant. Cactus is coming to goddess, feet apart, bend your knees, come down. Cactus arms are like this, so you're a cactus. And then remember flower, we did that earlier. And then, what are some things on the earth or in the sea? How about the ocean? The waves. Can you make waves? Come into boat pose, and then open, and then in, and then open. Or lay on your back and make waves, rolling onto your back. Or how about dolphin? We see dolphin in the ocean. Come down to your forearms. Lift your hips up and back like you did in downward dog, but walk forward so that your shoulders are over your elbows and your head is resting above the ground. So it's not quite touching, it's above the ground. And look towards your legs. Dolphin. What else? The worms. So come into cobra. Bring your hands under to your lower ribs. Lift your chest. So there's lots of things on the earth that we are one with, that we are thankful for. And like I said, a second thing you can do for the earth is plant a tree or a flower. Let's plant our tree now. Come into child's pose. So you're going to start out as a seed. Your knees can be together or apart. If your knees are apart, your toes are together. Press your hips back towards your heels. Rest down on the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you. Rest your forehead on the mat. Your chest. You're the seed. The seed starts to sprout, so come into table. This is with the water that you're giving it and the love that you're giving it. And then it grows some more. Come into downward dog. Push your hips up and back. And then it grows some more. Step forward. Come into chair. Push your hips back. Reach your arms up. It sprouted some flowers or some leaves. And then come up into mountain pose, star pose.
Yeah, my God.
Mountain pose,
So good.
star pose. And then tree, bring your hands together into your heart. Since we did tree on the other side, let's do it on this side now. Let's do the opposite side now. And does your tree have branches or flowers? Maybe your branches go up towards the sky. Maybe they go towards the side. Maybe they're up and the wind is slightly blowing. Maybe you have birds flying. Come into your warrior three. Toes towards the ground. Reach your arms out. Pretend to fly like the birds. Try the other side. And fly. Very nice. And then go ahead and meet me on your mat. It's time for these superheroes to rest. We've been working so hard. So we're going to take a trip to the secret garden. But this time, we're going to be on a secret mission to help the earth as the superhero yogis we are. So go ahead and come to your back. Lay flat on your back. Reach one arm up, squeeze it tight, and then let it go like a spaghetti noodle. Lift the other arm, squeeze it tight, and let it go. Lift one leg, squeeze it tight, and let it go. Then the other leg, and let it go. All right, arms are inside. Keep your eyes closed if you feel comfortable. And imagine your superhero self floating above your body. We're gonna go on a secret mission to see ways we can help the earth, or maybe help the animals on the earth. We could pick up trash, or maybe you're gonna help an animal. Whatever it may be, you imagine that, helping them and how good it feels inside in your heart. Think of all the nice things you can do. And just breathe. Breathe in all that nice clean air. Let everything go. Now the stars are starting to come out. The sun has set. It's time to go home from our mission. So get back on your carpet as we fly back to the studio, to your house. Take a full body stretch. Do just like your superhero pose, but on your back this time. Reach as long as possible. Then bring your knees in. Give yourself a big squeeze for working so hard and saving the earth and being a superhero yogi, a yogi warrior. Then roll to one side. Take a few breaths. And then come up to your bottom. Welcome back, yogis, superheroes, yogi warriors. Thank you for taking care of our earth and being so kind to it. It's the only earth we have, and it's the only place we have to live, so we need to take care of it. And you're doing an awesome job, so keep it up. Share what you learned today. Pay it forward. Remember, karma yoga means doing something nice for someone without expecting anything in return. So you can do something nice for something, like the earth, without expecting anything in return, without being told to do it, just because you want to help. And remember, bring your hands into your wishing pose, your namaste. The good in me sees the good in you. Namaste. Happy Earth Day. Thank you.